Hi guys, G.I. Joe here, and welcome back to my bunker here in Atlanta, Georgia. I just got back here about a week ago from the Bloodbath tournament there in Santa Ana or Orange County, California with Sire Blood, and I just wanted to talk about that briefly and then give you a little bit of an update on what's going on here at my bunker. First of all, the tournament was fantastic. I'm so glad I went. Sire Blood was an awesome host. The custom maps, the custom tables, the pieces, I mean, everything that went on at that tournament was first class, top notch. So shout out to Sire Blood for hosting such an awesome event. He was very welcoming, a lot of guys there, some of his play group there like Jay, just a fantastic experience. It was my first time to California and I absolutely loved it. It's an absolute beautiful area there in Mission Viejo and the area that he lives and works in. And if you weren't able to make it out there, I really encourage you to do it next year. I had an absolute blast. It was great playing with War Torn, my partner in crime there, and meeting so many other fabulous people face to face finally, like, you know, Corpo 24, VK Cowboy, Hambone, so many other guys. And Teflon, I hate to call everybody because I'm sure I'll miss somebody, but just absolutely fantastic people. I got to stay with Detroit and met Leatherneck. I mean, just an awesome experience. And I'm proud to say that we have forged some friendships. And, you know, that's one thing about this game that I love, other than the fact of the gameplay itself, is the people that it puts you in contact with. And I'm excited to be able to continue to get to know these guys over time and see them at events, play them on YouTube and such like that. So very, very excited. So thanks again, Sire Blood, for hosting the tournament because it was fantastic and I will definitely be there next year. So what's going on here in Atlanta? Well, I was so inspired by what I saw there at Sire Blood's tournament that I got back and started doing some thinking, and it kind of helped to give me a little bit of a push to get some things done here. I've been very busy. However, I've already had a gentleman come and give me a quote to get my first room here in my basement, my bunker, completed. So I should get that quote sometime this week, and if the numbers are okay, then I'm going to be filming the process of completing my bunker. And let me show you a little bit right now so you can kind of see what it looks like. But you see here, here's my gaming stuff, and then I've got all these cinder block walls, you know, fridge, some clothes, cabinets, and then that's where you come down the stairs, and you see where my TV is going to go eventually. That wall with the pegboard is going to be a nice wood kind of paneling, not paneling, but pallet wood wall. Okay, and of course we're going to finish out all this over here, drywall, pallet wood, and we're going to stain the floor, nice concrete stain. We're going to paint the ceiling to make it look, put some cool steel industrial lights in here, and so we're going to do some pretty cool stuff. So of course all this stuff that you see right here is not going to be here when I actually get this done, but anyways, so yes, I'm excited. So hopefully if the quote comes back and it's good, I will start the process of finishing out my bunker sometime within the next month. So, and I don't anticipate it taking that long. So fingers crossed that the quote is good. And if that's the case, I'll be having a completed bunker here sometime before the holidays. And what else is going on? I was so excited about the tournament and the rules that Sire Blood has there, and I think I mentioned them in maybe my video that I took while I was at the tournament, but I absolutely love so many elements of his house rules, such as the bombers, being able to transport, the naval blockade, the railway. There's so many things that just make historical sense. Well, I'm going to be hosting a game here on October 19th with a couple friends of mine, actually new friends, I should say, and I'm going to be teaching them Sire Blood's rules, so we're kind of excited. One other thing I wanted to say that happened about 3 weeks before I left to go to California, I was doing a Google search for Atlanta Axis and Allies, and I've done that before, in fact about a year ago, and nothing turned up. But here about 3 or 4 weeks ago, I decided randomly to do the same search. And I'm excited to say that I did find an Axis and Allies Atlanta group, and strangely enough, it's only 20 minutes from my home. So I was able to go and meet those guys here this past weekend. Great guys, and we played the anniversary edition, and you know, just because they didn't want to play too long. So I got to talking to them a little bit about the global, and they all prefer global. However, you know, as we all know, global can take a long, long time. So I started sharing with them how Cyberblood's house rules, you know, you can pick, play 7 rounds, 8 rounds, whatever, and the game is over after that, and you have a clear winner. So they were very intrigued. So I'm gonna have about 3 or 4 guys coming over on here in a couple weeks in October, and I'm gonna teach them Cyberblood's rules. And so I'm excited to say that I'm part of a gaming group now here in Atlanta. And I do have some other friends that back before the summer kind of came to my house and played a couple times. So hopefully we can maybe get a couple of those guys engrafted in. So anyway, so exciting things going on. Like I said, bunker is hopefully about to get built out. I'm part of an Atlanta Axis and Allies group now, and hopefully that will continue to grow. So I'm making some new friends there. And also inspiration from Cyberblood's tournament, I am painting my pieces. I'm repainting my pieces because I purchased some custom tanks and planes and such that I saw at Cyberblood's tournament that I really liked. And so those just came in from HBG. I've also ordered some carriers and battleships from Shapeways, I guess. And so for instance, I think I have 7 different Japanese carriers, 7 different American carriers, and then I have a couple like the illustrious class for carriers for Great Britain, impeccable class as well. Plus I have some battleships for all the nations, and if you go into Shapeways, you can type in the search window Axis and Allies battleships, and Ebard is the store there. He does fantastic work. In fact, he's the one that did the Victory City markers, and so he has some excellent replicas of like the Iowa class, the North Carolina class, South Dakota class battleships. So my intent is to get it to where all the naval vessels, at least the capital ships on my board, are custom, and each battleship is a different ship. So that's where I'm headed, and I'm actually going to be painting my pieces using the same color scheme that Cyberblood had at his tournament. I love the rustic look. I love the aged, vintage look of those pieces. So I'll be filming that process. I've actually already purchased the paints, and I've already started priming some of my pieces just to test some things out. But I will actually film and video that process here over the next couple weeks and post that so you guys can see that. And then the other thing which I owe you guys is my Normandy videos. I was excited to meet Hambone at the tournament out there last week, and he was very kind and gracious and complimentary about his interest in the Normandy videos, and he encouraged me to, you know, whenever I can, to get those up, because he's definitely interested in those. So I do want to get those to you. It is going to take some editing because I want to make it kind of special and neat, but lots of great stuff from Normandy on the way too, for those of you that might be interested in some of the World War II history stuff. So anyways, a lot going on. There's probably some more stuff I wanted to tell you, but I'll pop back on maybe a little bit later. So keep an eye out here for my bunker build, custom painted pieces, or at least painting them like Cyberblood's. When I do host this game in October, in a couple of weeks, from this new Atlanta Axis and Allies group, I'm going to videotape that as well and put that up on YouTube. So lots of things coming in the future. So thanks again for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I think I'm at 180 something subscribers now, so we're getting close to 200. So I greatly appreciate all of you guys who have watched over the last year and who have subscribed. So thanks, guys. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please click subscribe below because it definitely encourages me to produce more content. All right? Thanks for watching. See you next time.